So Dark says that he won't be here until 7:30. So we're just gonna start without him. So why don't you guys go ahead and start giving the rundown of what happened last session?
What time is it right now?
It's 6:10.
Oh,
So
okay.
an hour and a half.
So we left with Irina to Kresk. We're stopped at the gates. They wouldn't let us in. We proved we weren't undead, werewolf, or whatnot, but they still wouldn't let us in. Our goal was to find White Claw, right? Pretty sure it's White Claw. And take her head. We had a conversation. We decided.
Basically, there's a wait. You skipped over some parts. So the reason why we're being sent over White Claw, so there's a battle of power between the two people. Basically, White Claw wants to take over, and he wants to maintain in power. So we've been sent out to assassinate the competition.
I was going there. We sat down and had a conversation instead of flat out attacking White Claw. Found out, banished from the town. And then two of us went on a hunt with White Claw, where she turned on us. And the bard rushed Kiki back. We ended up fighting. Bard turned into a giant ape. White Claw ended up fleeing the skirmish. Upon which,
and Hella.
Upon which we returned to the tower with Owen and Irina, and Hella, the bard, and Kiki were plagued with a nightmare where they found a lone child in the woods and tore it to shreds and ate it.
They're also the only ones to be directly clawed and bitten by the White Claw.
Sounds like some shenanigans went down all right.
Bitten as in she transformed into a werewolf.
Yes, White Claw is a...
There's also a part you missed about...
No, I don't worry. I'm getting to that part. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, Owen, when we got back, we all had a conversation. Kiki spoke to the two of them, but then I guess she would also speak to you in your mind. Hella cast a charm spell on me.
Oh, yeah. Hella cast command to have Rosario tell the truth.
I mean, Owen would kind of shrug at that one, considering he uses Zone of Truth, so Owen he's got no stance on that.
You have no stance on Hella using command on party members?
Well, Zone of Truth is essentially the same thing as a command telling you to tell the truth. Now, if she said, like, attack somebody or kill somebody, then yes, he would have an issue with it. But if Owen would throw a fit about her trying to use a spell to make you tell the truth, he's no better. He does the same thing.
I would say the difference between Zone of Truth and that is you're forcing them to tell the truth with command, whereas Zone of Truth you can still talk around it as long as you're not lying.
Yes.
Owen's got an 8 intelligence, though. He doesn't know that.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair.
My only concern is her using other commands.
But it had no effect on you.
Yeah. That's because I rolled a crit, so.
That, and you have a decent wisdom save, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So lots of delicious, wonderful shenanigans occurred last session. Where we left off was you guys had arrived back at Kresk. Owen, essentially, your character was Irina. She didn't want to. You see, Hella tried to put Irina in prison in Kresk.
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah.
Irina doesn't really. She doesn't really like Hella. She doesn't want to be around her. So she's like, okay, whatever. We're gonna stay at Kresk. Owen is essentially he was playing bodyguard. So I guess you would have seen all that. So he's just been chilling with Irina this entire time.
I
Yeah,
know.
he probably would have stayed back behind and be like, look at that last encounter we had with the devil. Like, out of everyone who got a hit in on him, like, look how much I did to him. Like, if anyone's gonna stay behind and defend it, should be me.
Yep. So he stayed there and he bodyguarded her, and where we left off is essentially everybody arrived back, and was joining, and then they went to sleep. So everybody has had a long rest. Everybody can push long rest. The only difference is that Hella, Ashrin, and Kiki have all had a very terrible nightmare.
Ooh.
So when you guys wake up in the morning, one thing that you will notice is that Fenrir is gone.
He
And
was killed last.
and Owen,
Mhm.
you would have you just before everyone wakes up, you would have heard a voice in your mind calling to you, asking you to. It would say to you, "Take me from this coward. Do not let me suffer at the hands of my enemy." And you would know that what's speaking to you is the spear of Kavan.
Hella has it.
Yeah, Hella has it.
I'm confused. Okay, is he talking to
It's just a
Owen or
telepathic
Kiki?
communication to Owen, so only
Okay.
Owen would have heard it.
Sorry, because Kiki was the one who originally picked it up. That's why I was confused.
Yep, and then she gave it to Hella, and Hella
Yes.
has had it ever since.
So why would he talk to Owen?
You don't know. That's a good question.
Oh. Okay. So but I'll tell Owen whether or not he wants to share that information. Okay.
It's just a
So-
telepathic message that was sent to you, and then you can do with it what you will.
So to the group, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to sit down in the tower and I'll say, I need 1 day before we hunt her.
One day. I mean,
One
she
day.
could gather lots of ground in a day.
You guys can choose whatever. I can find you. But I need a single day. I need to make sure that this is complete. She is a very tough battle. We don't know if we can win or lose. But I need 1 day to accomplish what I have started.
So Kiki will just get up real fast when she's waking up, and stare at you guys. Ugh.
Are you okay, Kiki? You took quite a punishment from that creature.
I'm good. I just had a terrible dream. Ugh.
What was that dream?
I can't really describe it. It's quite terrifying.
I'm gonna kind of shimmy over towards you and place my hand upon your shoulder and be like, I'm very sorry that had happened. It was quite a tough battle indeed.
I just look at Kiki and go, "You too."
And I can look at the bard and be like, kind of, you, the bard, and Hella all fell to that woman.
It's definitely
Very
a
possible.
restless night indeed.
Considering the three of you fell to her, and considering that she wanted to devour Kiki, is your dream anything related to what she wanted?
I wouldn't say it was for her wants, necessarily. For all we know, it's the hags messing with us.
The
This
Hag
could
only
be true.
messes with Owen.
The hags only have messed with Owen. Doesn't mean they won't mess with us.
Yes, very, very true.
For all we know, it could very well be Strahd.
Just trauma.
I doubt it was Strahd. He doesn't seem the type to. Well, we haven't had any issues with. Well, I haven't been long with enough with your group to make that judgment. From my perspective, Strahd has not done anything like that. He confronted us directly, not in our dreams.
Perhaps he's afraid. The first time we fought him, he took us out with a blink of an eye. In this last encounter, I think we very well held our own. He might be getting afraid that we're growing
Both
too
you
strong.
and the bard both fell unconscious. The whole reason we are here is to find a way to defeat him. Him being afraid, I must contest that. I'm sorry, I watched both of you drop. Neither one of us could fight him. We barely even touch him. I don't think it was him. In my opinion, from the short time that I've been with you, I don't think it was him. So whoever it may be, we'll definitely have to go after them, but let's deal with one enemy at a time. Let's deal with her. However, is it possible that you could spare me one day?
I don't feel comfortable fighting that woman right now.
We have no choice. We cannot get the item that can defeat Strahd.
Do you have other leads?
Yeah. I must agree with the bard. I agree with him.
Do you want to let her go?
For the time being.
Well, if that is your plan, then we are in no hurry. Then you can spare me a day to complete what I have started. I'm gonna go settle down in the corner and start tinking away.
I'm gonna walk outside and call out to one of the guards.
Okay. As you go outside, you call out. Yeah.
Might I speak with your burgomaster?
What you want? He's a busy man.
Well, the fact of the matter is we can't find White Claw at the moment. And I was wondering if maybe, since we can't get in the city, he might be able to inform us of another lead.
All right. I guess. He'll turn around. He'll just like kind of walk off. Not too happy about having to do it. A couple minutes go by. Anything you wanted to do in those couple minutes?
Nah, I'm just gonna be kind of stretching, shaking out the aches and pains.
Okay. So he comes back, and yes, he calls out to you. The burgomaster does.
We seem to have lost track of White Claw. She escaped, and I know you won't let us in. So I was wondering if you've heard tale of an addle-minded wizard anywhere in these parts. You seem to be the most informed person in this town that we've spoken to, so you're my best chance for a lead.
The only stories I've heard about a wizard are about that wizard who was foolish enough to fight Strahd, man to man. Can't say I blame him, but he fell at the Sir Fall, and I don't know much about it, and I haven't heard anything beyond that.
Yes, because we seek...
Makes you think...
Well, we seek items that might help us defeat Strahd, and Gypsy foretold us that an addle-minded wizard would be one location. The other location, I believe, is in your church. And a temple of some sort.
Full with amber doors.
I see. Give me a persuasion check. Okay. He says, "What do you mean, our church? You mean And he kind of points up to the Abbey. He's like, "Are you referring to the Abbey?"
Possibly, yes. We don't know for sure, but the foretelling we got said, shit. Where's my paper? An ageless shepherd that watches his flock.
Sounds like the abbot to me, but I don't know what you would want with him, or what he has to offer you.
I don't know either. That's why we need to talk with him, investigate. Maybe he has something or some ability that would help us aid in the battle with the devil.
Well, my guards did say that you came back from the woods, covered in wounds.
We fought rigorously against White Claw, but she ran.
Give me another persuasion check. I must say, I do believe you. Open the gates. And you guys, moments later, you see and hear the gates kind of opening up. And he says, "Come, let us speak inside the walls where it is safer."
I look to the party and see if they want to go, and then
All in the tower. You're the one who went out by yourself.
let me go grab my compatriots real quick. And I walk to our tower. Well, it seems that they're going to let us in the city?
That is very good news. Report back to me.
And I look to the rest of the party and see what they want to do.
I'll hop up and walk forward. Sounds good to me.
Kiki, if anything befalls you, contact me immediately. I will come to your aid. I'm
Aw,
sure
thank you.
not a problem. I want to finish this task.
What of Irina? Should we leave her in the tower?
She'll be here with me. I'll watch over her. Plus, I'm sure she's a capable woman.
Irina,
It's up to you. It's up to you guys.
At that point, she stands up and she says, "I believe it is up to me. Hella, you may have your tower back, thank you." And she starts walking inside and just starts going into Kresk.
Yes, Irina, I do think it would be best if you stayed with us. You are a quite capable asset.
Well, and she just like, you can tell she's a little bit frosty, but she's she's not being like totally rude, but she's definitely she's frosty, and she's just kind of walking into Kresk.
Well, I'll follow her lead.
Okay. So you guys go inside Kresk, and what the hell is that?
That's the tower. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. So you guys go into Kresk,
Hey, Raven,
and
how's it going?
Dimitri, he
Sorry,
kind of starts like
can't see
walking
my
you
chat.
through the town.
I just saw your
he just
message.
starts walking down this path, right? This yonder, and as he's walking, kind of showing you the sights, he says, "If you follow the road to the east, you will find your pathway to the Abbey." And you guys can see this very clear, this road, and it ascends pretty steeply. Each of these levels right here is 100 feet in height from the other one. So it's pretty steep. And it just kind of winds, a little switchback that winds up. Yeah. And he says, "Over here, you'll find the tavern. It's the only one in town. You see, we're more of a commune type, or a tight-knit community. We take care of our own. We harvest our own trees. We harvest our own food. We don't need much trade with the other villages in Barovia. We're very self-sufficient. And the abbot up there, he tends to some poor souls that are in need of his protection.
I should hope one with the title of the abbot would be a holy man.
Yes, he is that, but in my opinion, a bit addled on the mind. He has some strange ideas, but he does serve a purpose here in Kresk. And as he kind of continues walking this way, he gestures over to this building over here, and he says, "This is the store. There's not much there. It's pretty modest. But you're welcome to browse its wares, and if there's anything you need. My house is on the other side," and he kind of gives you some descriptions to describe this location over here. He says, "My house is on the other side. If you have need of me, most of the general population it stays here, close to the tavern and amongst themselves."
I
Is there any-
look around to see if anybody's near us besides him.
There's like an occasional person, like nobody's like. It's not super busy. It's like people like to stay in their houses. It's pretty empty. But you do see like an occasional person.
I do have a question for you, and feel free not to answer. I'm not trying to stir trouble. And I will walk up to him and whisper quietly, just so I'm not causing a scene. In our encounter with Whiteclaw, she did mention, was it her kin that sent us to kill her? And I'm wondering if there's any truth to that.
And you're saying this in a hushed
In
tone?
a hushed tone, so not to draw attention, and I'll even say I'm being quiet because I don't want to cause a scene with your people. I just want to know what I'm getting into.
Okay, go ahead and roll persuasion. Wow. So he looks kind of side to side. You can tell he's a little uncomfortable, and he says, in a hushed tone, he says, "Such conversations should not be had in open. Come, let us continue this dialogue in my home." And as he turns and he kind of starts walking away, and he does have there's like 4 bodyguards essentially with him that they don't look overly impressive, but I mean they look better than the people at the village of Barovia.
Okay.
But not quite as militant as the people in the village. Yeah.
Okay.
So he keeps walking, and he kind of turns his voice back loudly. He's like, "Yes, as I was saying, the store's here," and he just kind of keeps talking about stuff.
Yeah, I'll gesture the party to follow him.
Okay.
There's
Jason,
Uh-huh.
when 8 hour passes, let me know.
When an hour
8
passes?
hours.
No, 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be done.
Okay.
There's a handy dandy
Yes.
little clock in the corner.
Yep. You started at 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock a.m. So yep. You can now see.
Well, I just saw that now.
Yeah.
Okay. We started at 7 a.m. Oh my god. It'll be 7. It won't be 7 p.m. I started for the
No,
whole
that's
day.
12 hours.
Oh,
It'll be 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Sorry, it was a very long day.
All good,
Okay,
all good.
thanks. Bye.
So it takes you guys about 15 minutes to get across to his mansion, and he kind of goes to usher you in, and he says to he kind of looks at Irina and he says, as he gets to about this location, he gestures to Irina. He's like, "Oh, we do have this lovely statue, and it's probably the most beautiful sight around here in Kresk. I know things are pretty dismal, but there is a scene you might be interested in, a beautiful pool." And definitely better than the Abbey. And he just kind of mentions it, and Irina, she's just nodding and listening, but she's still following you guys.
Perhaps we can check it out later.
So when you get to the house, he kind of ushers you in, and his wife is there, and he just he says, "Oh yes, we have guests. Would you mind?" And she's like, "Oh, of course." And she kind of excuses herself to kind of make you guys a warm cup of tea to drink. And he says, "Tell me, what did White Claw say to you?"
Well, White Claw said that, if I recall correctly, that you're half siblings. That you are not as feral as her. And that, she should be the one to rule this town.
Did she? And you believe her?
I don't know what to believe, but I would like to be informed. You know, I know all sides. We'd still fought her, and to our dismay, she fled.
Give me a persuasion check. Yes, I don't know what you're expecting, but she is an enemy of the state. That's why we sent you to kill her, not to mingle and listen to her lies. And you don't have any intentions of spreading these filthy rumors of hers, do you?
Oh, of course not.
Yes. And of you, and he kind of looks to the rest of the party, like Kiki. Rose, are you there? I forget. Did you say you were hanging back?
I'm finishing the item I'm working on. Remember that
Yep,
item for Kiki?
I just wanted to make sure. I for some reason I was spacing if you had came.
No, not a problem. I really want to finish it before our next battle, hence why I'm working on it now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So she, or excuse me, he kind of looks to Owen and Kiki for their responses.
As far as I know, this is your town. Why would I want to cause trouble?
A wise perspective, and you, sir.
Oh, as a paladin, I'm here for order,
Yes.
not chaos.
And White Claw, she brings chaos. There is a degree of truth in what she is saying, I must admit, the bard. You see, she was a member of my family, but she was turned, unfortunately, and she caused a bit of problems. I apologize for deceiving you in that manner. Hopefully you can understand why I would conceal such a thing, but she was exiled because she made a bit of a mess, as you can imagine.
Seeing her
Yes.
ferocity, I can only imagine what sort of mess she made.
Second. What was your guys' passive insight?
Passive insight for me is plus. How can I see passives?
I think
16.
I think you and I
16.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, he sucked it up. So every single one of you you're going to be able to tell, every single one of you, you're going to be able to tell that he's not entirely being Like he's withholding stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, did you? I assume where you did not bring back her head, she still lives.
Yes, after a long, drawn-out fight, she said, how about another time? And ran before we could catch her. We had previously wounded allies, and we needed to take care of the situation before giving chase. She
Yes.
left her wolves to fight with us as well, so we couldn't give chase immediately.
She injured you.
She injured some.
And he starts kind of looking at each of you. And he says, did she bite you?
I'm trying to think of
Crickets.
how to answer this.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh. She bit me while I was a giant ape. I know that for sure.
A giant ape?
I used a spell to transform the tank for the party, so to speak.
And he kind of, he starts kind of like, it's kind of like, he kind of turns his head to the side. It's like squinting one eye at you. And he's like, he's definitely sizing up what you're saying.
If you'd like, I could show you the transformation again. I could do it. It's just not worth casting the spell. It is quite high level.
Yeah, give me, you're not lying, but you
Or
are
admitting
withholding.
truth, yeah.
Yeah, so give me a deception. I just rolled his insight. So he's like squinting his eyes at you, and he kind of looks at the paladin, looks at Kiki. Very well. And my guards did say that you passed their test. So, fortunate. For when a werewolf bites you, you become one of them. Did you know this?
Can't say that I did.
Not.
Yes. It is
Wow.
fortunate.
Does this happen often?
Well, unfortunately, it happens more often than we would like.
What happens?
Well, those who are bitten are afflicted with this terrible curse. And they have terrible nightmares that somehow is tied, we don't know how, but somehow is tied to the transformation process. And they, at first, cannot control their ability to change. It is wild and savage. They're very feral. They're most dangerous, in fact, when they are first changed.
If he turns his back to us at any moment, I'll give a glance at Kiki.
Kiki's staring right at you, and then she'll look straight ahead.
And he, about this time, his wife comes in. He says, "Oh, my manners. I do apologize. I was in a bit of a haste to ask you these questions. This is my wife, Anna Kreskov." And she gives a little curtsy and, like, hands you guys some tea, kind of extends it out for anybody who wants some.
I give a slight bow, and I'll take a cup.
Okay.
Wait, looking at the cup, what does the cup look like?
It's just a
Okay.
regular old
Okay.
cup. Inside is just some water. It's the liquid is a little bit tinted, slightly yellow, and there's like a green.
I'm more making
there's a
sure it's not silver.
green- yeah. Inside this yellowish tea is like a green leaf. It's like a kind of a twig leaf thing.
Yeah, I'll take that then.
And you, sir? And she kind of looks to you, Owen.
It smells quite lovely. I'll have some.
Okay. And Kiki?
I do quite enjoy a spot of tea in the morning. I'm just kidding. Yeah, she'll take some.
And she, as you guys kind of drink, she takes a cup herself and she starts drinking, and so does Dimitri. And as you guys kind of take that first taste, it's like a bitter, tart zip to it. It's not sweet, and it's not like normal tea. There's a bite to it.
It's been spiked.
This is a rather unique tea. I've never tasted anything like it.
Oh yes, we don't have much for herbs around here, so we have to use what we can. And
I'm waiting for him to say wolf.
all we really have is wolfsbane. So
Wait, I just noticed. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just noticed this timer is going the same time as we are in real life.
No. It's going.
it's moving. It's advancing at the same pace as real life, but
Yeah.
occasionally, as you guys like move in large distances, I will just manually adjust it.
Oh, 'cause I was gonna say if I'm gonna be just standing here for 8 hours. Wow.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no, he can be like, okay, 7 hours have passed, and then all of a sudden the clock will jump.
Yeah, it'll jump. Yeah, so she says she's just like, yeah, we have to make do with what we have, and unfortunately, wolfsbane is all that's available to us. It supposedly has effect on lichens, but we use it simply because it is the only thing that tastes like anything, really.
Is the Baron or the Burgermeister drinking tea as well?
Uh-huh.
And am I having any adverse effect to it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So you guys are just drinking some tea, and
Yeah.
he says, "Remind me, what was the business that you had a fortune telling or something about the abbot?"
Early in our journeys, we came across the Vistani. The leader Ava gave us a reading saying that there are some items that can be located, items/knowledge that can be located to destroy the devil. And one of the hints, tellings, was an ageless shepherd that watches his flock.
Interesting. And you trust the Vistani, do you?
Well, I don't know, but right now we have nothing else to really go on.
Well, you should be aware that if you do go to the Abbey, strange things are there. There are many who are quite sick, quite deformed. Something above me just fell and crash bang boomed in the kitchen.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Is it something deformed? Is it something decrepit?
Thinking more on it, the shepherd is supposed to be able to provide us some knowledge in a book that he might have in her tellings.
Well, he does have a small collection of books. I know he does value knowledge. So the information you have received is strangely accurate. I am curious, but you seem to be trustworthy sorts. Well, if you wish, you may speak with him. He is a bit odd, and as mentioned, there are the people there are in need. It would be wise to not stare.
Understood.
And he says, well, if there's nothing else, I do have some matters to attend to. And, you know, he kind of like stands up and is like gesturing towards the door. Is there anything else that you need?
Oh, and I mean, this is outside of character, but could you mention that I'm still in the tower and will join after I finish my task? So they'll let me in the gates.
Some of our compatriots are still in our tower. Will they be free to come into the town with us when they are ready?
It is a turtle, so can't.
Also, don't forget Hella. Hella's not when Dark shows up.
Yeah, just a turtle. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
So he says, yes, of course. And he's kind of walking towards the door, and he opens it, and he says, well, thank you. And hopefully you will be able to find White Claw. We are counting on you. She continues to terrorize us. And while we don't leave the village often, you can imagine that when we do, it's because we need to leave. So it is very troubling that we are being put in such a situation.
Understood. Well, I thank you for your time, and give another bow and start walking out the door.
So he kind of nods at each of you. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I'll look at Kiki and say, there's definitely going to have to be a discussion had later.
Oh, for sure. Perhaps they have more tea for us.
Oh,
Okay.
I also mean there's a discussion to be had between us later.
Kiki needs to AFK real quick.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Crash Bang Boom was a couple dishes that shattered all over the floor.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Okay.
I guess we could possibly look around the town for now until our compatriots are ready, and then head to the Abbey while we're in full force, or... what do you think, Owen?
Well,
This will give Kiki time to clean up the dishes and all that.
Yes, I do believe that it's best if we all go together. I am a bit apprehensive with Hella. If we are going to be bringing her before an abbot of such renown, I don't know what his remarks on her would be.
Fair, but...
Don't forget, you did give her a special ring.
But at the same time, I just... my skin crawls when we're all too far apart.
Understood. Irina, what would you like to do?
Well, we could look at that pool that the burgomaster was talking about. If we want to see the sights and all.
Bit of sightseeing. I'm up for it.
Rosario did say they were busy for a while, so... we have a little bit of time to spare. Yeah, let's go to the pool.
Yes, I don't think Rosario would appreciate it if we pull her away from her craft to come look at a pool.
I mean, turtles
So-
do like to swim.
When you guys get to about here, take about 5 minutes. When you guys get to about here, off in the distance, you do see down towards this area, you do see a single ray of light actually piercing through all the fog. onto a shrine in the distance.
It's a little peculiar.
You guys,
Yeah, Owen definitely wants to go and sing it, being a paladin. Feels drawn to it.
okay. So you guys continue to walk towards, and as you get there, get this loaded up for you guys. And Kiki's still loading, but she's not here. Okay, so as you guys arrive, the lonely shaft of sunlight dances across the statue's mournful face, the light illuminating every inch of its chipped and tarnished wood. And then its expression moves. The worn paint upon the statue's surface begins to glow a dim gold. Even as its features begin to shift and change, the age vanishes from the old man's face, the statue's beard receding, the hair lengthening. Color returns to the statue's surface, the features of a young man's face and body taking shape. Dark hair, storm-colored eyes, and a lithe but well-muscled form. His features are strikingly reminiscent of those of Strahd von Zorovich. But the soft warmth in his gaze and quiet smile upon his lips would look alien upon the vampire's ancient face. I am Sergei von Zorovich, the statue says. Welcome to the Shrine of the White Sun.
Owen will give a bit of a bow, and maybe make like a motion with his hand, like a holy motion for his order.
And he kind of nods to you, and he's looking around to the rest of you.
I'll give a slight bow, but I'll have a little bit more of a perplexed look on my face.
And he looks to you guys, and as he turns his gaze to Irina, he says, I must thank you from the depths of my heart for keeping my beloved Tatiana safe. And you'll hear Irina immediately. She says, my name is Irina. I am not Tatiana. And Sergei he looks a little taken aback. And he says, of course, I meant no disrespect. Thank you to each of you for keeping Irina safe. I am most appreciative, as my brother hunts her relentlessly. It is a darkness, and you have been a light. And he just kind of gives you all a warm smile.
Why does your brother hunt her? We have our suspicions, but I'd like to hear it from your mouth.
My brother has a desire for a woman. This woman was promised to him, or he believes. But she loved me, and I loved her. And we were to be wed. My brother feels betrayed by this, because she chose me. And as a result of this, he killed us both. It is his belief. And he's kind of like looking, as he's talking about Tatiana and whatnot, he's like kind of looking at Irina. You can tell he's like pretty obvious. He's dancing around. He doesn't want to, he's just trying to be conscientious of her not wanting to be called Tatiana and everything. But he's like, it is his belief that Irina is the reincarnated form of Tatiana. And he he wishes to make her his.
I see.
Tell me, are you capable and willing to help in my goals? My brother is not a bad man at heart. At least I do not believe it. He is hurt. He is in pain. A pain that I caused him. And I wish to spare him. I wish to save him if I can. But I must also consider the people of Barovia. I must save them from his anger. Would you be willing to help me free these people from my brother's curse?
If only we knew a way to do so.
There may be a way. There is a sword. It was mine. It has been lost for some time. But it is capable of harming Strahd. With this sword and the proper skill, you could overcome.
Can you describe said sword? We'll keep an eye out for it. Do you know maybe the last known location?
The sword is southeast of here, somewhere in Mount Gakis. And he kind of points over in the direction. It's a big mountain, right? Mount Gakis is pretty obvious. And he says, and he kind of closes his eyes and he says, around the sword are dusty scrolls that are covered in cobwebs. The room is ancient. That is what I know. If you can find this location and retrieve the sword, you will have the ability to harm my brother and free all of Barovia from his curse.
You can see the bard just like searching his memory and just says, so you're looking to redeem a mistake.
And he just kind of nods solemnly and he says, yes, I wish to redeem the most terrible mistake, the betrayal of my own family. I never meant to hurt my brother. And as he's talking about this, you guys kind of see Irina. She kind of twitches, like her head, kind of like, like she has like a flashback, and kind of like you just see, all you see is her, just kind of like her head. She kind of shakes her head back and forth. And Sergei looks to her and he says, "Are you all right?" And she replies, I thought I saw something. And she starts kind of like scratching her head. And he kind of turns back to you guys and he says, Strahd has always been a brilliant tactician and strategist. He's even outwitted the great Argynvost. Do you know much of Argynvost?
Can't say that we do. We're strangers in this land.
Argynvost was an ancient silver dragon. Brilliant strategist. He fought for good. When my brother began to commit evil in this land, Argynvost rose up against him. And They had uh, they kept each other at bay. It was a stalemate for over a century. But my brother, he, as I say, is brilliant, but he is also ruthless and willing to break the rules. Eventually, Argyndost fell. His ruins of his, and he kind of gestures in east by southeast direction, and he says his ruins of his castle remain. Some of his, and even some of his knights, although I have heard that they are fallen. But Strahd should never be underestimated. He prides himself in leading you down false trails, letting you think that one thing is true, when in reality, it could not be further from it. You must never trust anything he says.
I think we've come to realize that.
Can I metagame for 1 second, or outside the game chat for 1 second? Is that okay? Yeah.
I don't know what that means. When you say metagame, I'm immediately.
No. Sorry. Can we chat outside the game? Just because I remember something that I wanted to mention. Can you?
Yeah. So that's going to be a no because
Okay.
the people who are there need to just
Okay.
remember what they're going to remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I asked first.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll look to him and say, well, we do plan on ridding this land of your brother. Well, we've heard tales that he's not the one in charge. Someone else might have been in charge.
I believe you speak of the one who bestowed the powers upon him, yes. The dark god, vampire. She is quite terrible. I do not know much about her. Only that he made a deal with her of some kind. It was this very deal that actually gave him the strength necessary to overcome Argynvost.
So that's who the tree was talking about.
He kind of cocks his head to tree.
Oh, yeah. It was, a birch tree about yay high and so wide. It said that even Strahd served sheep.
Yes. And about this time, you see Irina shake her head again. And this time, Sergei he just continues to play it off. And he says, yes. I do know that there is a place of ancient knowledge somewhere. My brother goes there, or at least he used to. He made a pact, and great power has been given to him. So much so that even the souls of those who fall in Barovia are trapped forever. This is the only place I have found where there is respite. I don't know why, but it is.
Yes, as one from an holy order myself, I was wondering at what this place was. I mean, I've seen many miracles myself, but seeing a statue come to life is definitely an odd one in my book.
Yes, it must be quite strange. I don't understand it myself, but I am grateful for it. And again, Sergei turns his gaze to Irina and he says, Irina, if you wish it, you could stay with me. I will offer you respite from my brother. It is the only place that is truly safe from him. And you see Irina genuinely considering his offer.
Well, I mean, the choice is ultimately yours. We won't force you to do anything you don't want to do.
And Sergei, he reaches out his hand to Irina, and she continues to think.
When he like offers his hand like this, like Owen kind of snaps too, and he'd like to use his divine sense.
Hmm?
So let me double check to make sure this will consume. There it goes. Yeah. Owen's kind of taken aback for a second, and he'll kind of mumble. He's like, "I feel this is the first being in this land that hasn't smelled of evil." And he'll take a look at Irina and he'll say, "I sense nothing but pure holiness and light in him."
And Irina, she kind of hearing those words, she looks back to him and she starts to extend her hand out to grab onto his. And as she does, their hands connect, and you guys see her body kind of goes limp, like her physical arm kind of falls, and she's just kind of standing there in the gazebo, and you see this translucent you see her spirit standing, kind of remove itself, and Sergei guides her to the center of the pool. And she looks at him, and you can just like, it's all like you can see it as all of her memory and everything comes whooshing back to her mind, and she looks at Sergei and she's like, Sergei, is it really you? And he gets this really warm smile. They're just standing out in the middle of the pool, and he says, yes, Tatiana, it is I. I have waited for a very long time for you. I'm so glad that we have finally been reunited. And you see them you see them engage in a really warm embrace. And then as they kiss, suddenly the entire environment, like the sky just starts to turn, and a storm starts to brew, and you see
Uh-oh.
a bolt of lightning hit the statue, and then Sergei and Tatiana fade.
I walk up to Irina's. Is Irina's physical body still there?
Her physical body is just standing there,
Uh,
like essentially catatonic.
I'll reach out and grab her shoulder to see if she just reacts at all.
Yeah, she's just standing there, just staring blankly.
What do we do?
At this point, a voice enters each of your minds, and you hear Strahd say to you, "You have taken something that was not yours to take. Though you shall wish otherwise, you now have my full and complete attention."
Yeah, Owen will take a step forward, like draw his mace, activate his shield, and he'll just kind of maybe call out and he'll say, he doesn't know if he's able to reach Strahd or not, but he'll say, Irina's gone. You can no longer harm her.
It wasn't us. It was the statue.
So, in response to Owen, as soon as you say that out loud, he says, "No, but I can harm you."
Oh no.
That isn't good.
Play for everything.
I'll just look to the party and say, "What do we do with Irina's body?"
Oh, real quick, one detail I forgot to mention, the bard. When you touched her, she actually felt really warm. So, like she's just lifeless and whatnot, but when you physically touched her shoulder, there was a unnatural warmth.
Her body seems to be radiating goodness or warmth. I don't know what to do, but one thing that comes to mind is we should return to the others real quick.
Yes. I wonder if the devil's message reached them as well.
Okay.
And he'll turn his attention kind of back to the sky, and he'll say, he can harm us all he wants, but I can die knowing we've done good here.
You will.
And Owen will start making his way back.
Okay.
As
So you guys are heading
as
back
we're
to
walking
the-
back, I'll make the offhanded comment to the air. You know, all we did was give Irina the choice. She made it on her own. And then I'll just keep walking.
Okay. And you guys are heading to you're going back to the entrance to pick up Rosario and Helen.
You're going back to them to make sure they're not harmed or whatnot.
Okay. Okay. So
Catch you up, Dark. You and me have been left together again in the tower.
Oh, make it sound like
And
that's some sort of punishment.
and Irina gave you back your piece, so you have to reattune to it.
Okay, I thought that happened last session, but okay.
So
Oh, I wasn't sure if you reached into it. No,
Yeah,
no,
he-
because
he
she
took
just
care
gave
of
it back to this morning.
So okay, Hella. Couple things for you. When you woke up, Benner is gone, and you can't sense him.
Who knew?
Yeah. But it takes as far as the travel time from the pool to the front entrance, it took about 30 minutes. I've already bumped it up. So but you guys are now with the party.
Are you two all right?
I'm just gonna kind of cock my head backwards and be like, just shrug. Yeah.
Curious, did you all hear a voice? Strahd's
No.
voice?
He would have sent it to all of you. So
Oh.
yes, Hella and Rose, you would have heard him say that to you guys.
If that happened again, I'll just kind of like, what did those young people do this time?
Probably picked a fight.
Can we talk to him out of curiosity? Would he talk back?
It seemed like he was responding.
Oh
But-
no, but we weren't there. We were not there. Because he just said, "Well, you took something from me. I'll take something from you."
Yeah.
And I guess my question to him would be, "What happened? What did they do this time?" Would he respond back to that or ignore me?
He would not respond back to that. No.
Okay.
Well, just throw us under the bus, why don't you?
No, because don't forget, my character has no idea what your history is between you and Strahd. I've only met Strahd twice, and both times he didn't kill us. He let us go. First time was on a horse, and he just said good luck, and the second time was when he fought us and just walked away.
Yeah.
So those are my only two interactions with Strahd.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
so yeah,
you guys are reunited. What would you like to
Yeah.
do?
Did you two hear Strahd's voice as well?
I did. We did. Yes.
He's not happy with us.
I kind of got that by pretty much making us public enemy number one.
So to put a long story short, we found a statue of his brother, who is Strahd's woman, married the brother instead. Strahd killed them both. Irina is the reincarnation of that woman. Irina touched the hand of the statue. Their souls drifted off, and then Strahd got pissed off. Irina's body is still at the statue, and you can't move her, and I don't know what to do about that, but it seems to be a safe spot at the moment, so we just walked away to come check on you.
It is a holy site, so I hope it does offer some protection.
Yes, he did not appear to us. If anyone else noticed that.
If there was ever a time for him to show up, that would have been it.
Yes.
I care not what happens to her as long as she's finds peace. However, the fact that her meeting with this man has now put your lives in danger, it is going to be quite a predicament. And I'm just gonna rub my temples like,
To be fair,
the things I do.
just traveling with her put our lives in danger as long as Strahd wanted her, so seems status quo at the moment.
Agreed.
Can't change the past. All we can do is move forward.
Please tell me you at least have some good news about why we came here.
Well, weren't we already public enemy number one? So, like, what does it change, really?
I get a sense he was toying with us. I've met many fighters in my time, and I know when someone's holding back. But anyways, the reason why we're here is we are to go meet with the abbot. Madam Ava gave us some fortune telling that perhaps he can help us.
So that is what you learned from your little trip.
We also learned that the sword in our fortune telling is in the mountains southeast of here.
And where did you learn, my Fatal, this sword?
From the statue. Yes, the
see.
statue. If it wasn't clear, the statue came to life and spoke to us.
I see. So the statue told you to find a sword. And the
Sarah did.
lady told you to go find the abbot. My question is, what do you think is more reliable of a narrator? This woman you met or the statue?
Well, it seems possibly they're the same location, just described differently.
So it seems credible then to go after this avenue then.
Possibly, but since we're here, we might as well speak with the abbot.
Okay, so the statue said we are to go speak with the abbot?
The statue told us of the sword. The burgomaster here gave us permission to go up to the abbey and speak with the abbot.
Now I'm confused. The statue told you to go find a sword, but not tell you to go to the abbot?
Well,
Did you not tell them why you were here?
I mean, that information wasn't super pertinent since we were going to go to the abbot anyway.
Ah, I see.
In my experience, knowledge only gets one so far. Usually, if you hit something hard enough, it eventually dies. And I wonder if that's perhaps why this sword was highlighted. And if I recall right, Madame Ava's fortune did mention finding a sword of sunlight, not unlike the beam of light we saw at the statue in an old temple.
Well, technically, she did say there were a few things that would help us, and one of them should be here. So, since we're already here, perhaps we should check it out.
Of course, well, I'm not going to just walk away from something that might aid us, but
So, now that we have Strahd on our back, will you wait for me to finish what I have started?
Why is it weird?
If that is your prerogative, but I do suggest we hasten ourselves.
Unless I can find a smith who can help me to complete this task faster. Is there a smith in town who can assist me?
I'm not sure.
If we can find a smith, then I can complete this quickly. Then we both can work upon it. It should
The
happen the time.
the burgomaster did say that they were pretty self-sufficient. I would say we might have some luck finding someone proficient with the tools you require.
Okay, then I'll get up, pack what I was working on into a bag, and without anyone really seeing, I'm like, okay, let's go find this smith so we can get this completed. And once it's completed, then we can go to whatever task you guys desire.
Perhaps the shop is the best lead. I mean, they'd be selling wares created by these individuals.
Yeah.
Could point us in the right direction.
Okay.
As we're walking back into town, I'll mention if we didn't catch on, I asked him if he wanted us to redeem his mistake. That was also part of Madame Ava's reading about the Sword of Sunlight.
His mistake. Well, two brothers in love with one woman. I only can assume it must have been quite a feud between the two. Oh wait, I wouldn't know that. They didn't tell me that first.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
say we probably would have figured that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, well, two brothers, one woman. There's after all an old saying, a single face lost 1,000 sit. Great wars were fought over a single woman between two men.
I'm just saying it. aligns with the reading we got as well, which is why I'm more inclined to believe it.
Well, I guess we can try and do as he requests to try and redeem his brother. That I don't know how. After all, Strahd has, from my perspective, not directly tried to kill us at any point in time. He could have, quite easily, from my perspective.
He also, actually, now that I recall, did tell us about the ruins of an ancient silver dragon Strahd fought.
So he had two enemies, the mad mage that you told me about, and a dragon.
Perhaps both locations are worth checking out.
Yes.
Considering he was a dragon who brought me back to protect you and Kiki, I think it would be wise to go after the dragon.
The dragon is dead, but who knows what may remain in his temple.
After we visit the Abbey, I think we should go there.
Or would it be worth going after the
as-
sword to maybe have something to use against Strahd in case we do encounter him?
I will leave that up to you to decide. Like I said, it was a dragon who brought me into this world, and I consider dragons to be somewhat of a good luck charm. After all, we almost died against that mummy, and I'll point towards Owen's chest, and yet you still stand.
Yes, and I believe they said it was a silver dragon.
Yes.
Dragons are dragons. Gonna kind of shrug my shoulders.
Well, you do know some dragons are inherently evil, right?
I'm gonna look at him complete and puzzled. I'm like, no.
I could never remember. Is it the primary colored ones, or the ones that are the same color as coins? I can never remember which ones are which.
The evil ones would be the primary colors.
No, I think is silver good. I can't
Silver.
remember.
The
Silver.
metallic dragons are usually benevolent.
Good.
Yeah.
Gold is my favorite.
They're lawful good, so they're good alignment.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my 2 cents. I think that we should. It was like I said, it was a dragon who led me to this world, and that would be my suggestion. But if you wish to go after the sword, then we can go after the sword. I'll leave it up to your decision. But first, we must find the blacksmith.
I'd assume we were walking and talking to the shop to do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, no, I know that. I'm just saying that that's our first priority.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the shop. Just a little quaint little thing.
It's black.
Yeah.
It says I can't.
No tokens on screen.
All part of the plan, guys. All part of the plan.
God has
Boom.
made us
Surprise! Oh,
Perhaps
pretty.
we should buy things so that they can turn on their electricity.
Maybe they're just behind on their power bill too. So
I know, man. You can't trust men to pay the power bill.
Okay,
I
so-
do see a lot of candles.
Okay, you guys can see
Yeah.
now, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you see is pretty much what you see. It's just this small little square shop, and there's a bunch of food in it. And there's a guy sitting on the other side of the counter, and he kind of looks up at you and he says, "Morning. What'll it be?"
Good morning. I will bow slightly. Prove or tell, who here could you maybe direct us towards someone who's good with smithing?
You want Dimitri?
Yes. I need assistance to complete something of most importance.
Well, he's usually busy running the place, but you can ask him. His house, and he points over in the direction of the burgomaster's house, and he says his house is over there.
The Burgermaster? Oh wait, I wouldn't know that. The bard would know that.
Wait, Dimitri, the burgomaster, is the smith? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we can try reaching out to the burgomaster, but we shall see. But since we've taken up a bit of your time, I'd feel bad not buying something. So, would it be possible to get a 2 days worth of rations?
Yeah. And
Do you sell healing potions by any chance?
oh, oh, I don't know where you think you are.
Do you sell medical kits then?
Oh, the turtle's funny. I like her. You're fantastic.
I see. How do you tend wounds
I'll give
then?
you a discount on your rations. I haven't had a good laugh in some time.
Gonna puff off my cheeks at him. Even though I really don't have cheeks.
Gosh, I'm trying to find the price. It's twice the price, is what it would be for rations. I think it's gonna be 2 gold, right? Because the ration is 1 gold.
I believe so, but I'll double check.
So,
Yeah.
I can always just make food and water.
I'm doing it more of as a courtesy to be like, thank you for your time.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yep, 2 gold per ration.
But he said he'd offer me a discount.
That is the discount. It's normally 5 times the price.
Oh shit, son. Okay, cool.
I'll take it.
All right, so yeah, 4 gold down. Okay.
Anybody else need anything?
Really, unless I have a shield. Unless you have anything magical, then no.
Nope, just food. Yeah. But hey, you come around whenever you want. I like you.
Kiki will look at Hella and say, "Look, Hella, shoes. Perhaps you need one of them."
I will. It's like
What's up
it's
with
like
that?
yes, a new shoe might be in order, and you have to forget the child over here. She does have a little bit of a big mouth at times, and I'll look very sternly at Kiki.
So he kind of walks around and says, "Oh yeah, well we have the best shoes around here. This one right here, this will be 3 gold for this one. This one's 5 gold. Well, which one do you want?"
I don't know. I think I can make do without them for now.
You are wearing a pair of shoes I gave you too, so
Yeah. Oh right,
Yeah.
right. There was just a cheap pair that or like not necessarily cheap, but your spare pair.
not my
So-
costume pair, but my spare pair.
Yeah.
Your common pair, I think,
Yep.
right?
Kiki will she'll walk over to this pot here. She'll pick it up. She'll hold it and size it like to Hella's right ass cheek and say, "Nope, it's too small," and put it back down.
So at that point, the shopkeeper like looks at Hella's butt and is like, "What is going on here?"
The devil wanted a piece of her.
A piece of ass.
The devil wanted some cake.
Yes. And it was a half-assed attempt at it as well.
The shopkeeper kind of chuckles and he walks around the corner and just starts kind of like straightening things up and tending to the shop, and he says, "Well, if there's nothing else you need."
No, thank you very much.
Okay. So you guys head now?
Yeah, I guess we're walking to the burgomaster's house.
Yep.
Back to the burgomaster?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay, so another 15 minutes-ish will go by. You get there. I'm assuming you knock on the door.
Yeah.
No one answers.
Well, shit.
Well, then we can ask around to see where he has disappeared to.
Okay.
Before we left his estate, he did say that he was rather busy today.
Maybe we
Well-
come back later at a different time.
By the time we come back at a later time, I might be completed my piece.
So what should we do in the meantime? We head up now, or... It's supposed to just be
Hey, only
conversations we're having.
Yes. Yeah. Perhaps it'll go over smoothly with me here, holy man to holy man.
This is alright. I'll travel through the Abbey, but as soon as we get there, I'll start working on my project again.
Oh,
Sounds
point
good.
of order. We were told not to stare at the people there.
That's okay. I'll not be staring at them.
I'll just eyeball Hella.
I have a question, Jason. If Kiki were to carry me, could I still work on it?
Oh my god.
Because technically, I just need my hands.
I feel like it'd be pretty wobbly, and I don't think you'd be able to effectively do blacksmithing because you're doing blacksmithing, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I thought I may as well just ask.
Yeah.
Well, you could make roll at disadvantage. You know.
I feel like that's a threshold. Like someone carrying you and you're trying to blacksmith in the air. I think that might be a stretch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay, so you guys are heading up to the Abbey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as we get to the outside of the Abbey, I will sit down and start working on my my project. Like, if you need me, you call me. It's safe. It's safe outside the Abbey, right?
It's a good
I'm
question.
assuming.
It's an assumption.
I don't know. You could also possibly just sit within inside the walls. That might be safer.
Okay, I'll sit inside the walls and then find a corner, turn my back to everyone, and just start working.
So it's actually going to take you guys about an hour to get up. It's pretty steep and whatnot. It's just slow going is all. You're able to do it, but it just takes some effort.
Yep.
You guys get there, and the road from the village climbs above the mist to a wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings to either side, of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall that Kiki's just blowing through. It's just going. She's going.
She's trying to walk toward like the wall. I'm trying to see where the pathway is because I can't see anyone
Yeah,
else.
because I can only
I can't
see
see anything
my
either.
one spot I'm on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, probably dark.
Yeah. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewing through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes through the rooftop of the closer northern wing. This area over here, which also sports a chimney that's billowing gray smoke.
So was I walking the right way though?
Let me change the lighting for you. You were right. You were going the right direction.
Well, I was just trying to see where the edge of the path was, so she was just wandering along.
Yeah, man.
Nothing like a nice uphill climb to stretch the hamstrings.
Why can't anything just be closer and less uphill?
You didn't think this was going to be easy now, did you?
Well, I expected a fight. I didn't expect a marathon.
I have a feeling there's going to be lots of these instances, but we shall see.
Well, we will be climbing mountains eventually.
If only my horse was not taken from me. Wait,
Is it-
Owen, you can summon Pete.
I was about to say, where is Pete?
Yeah, he's been gone for a while. You just haven't resummoned him.
Could you perhaps summon Pete so I can get off the mountain?
I unfortunately don't have that spell prepared today.
That's okay.
Okay, it seems we're about here anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. But, Jenna, if a task doesn't challenge you, is there any glory to have in it?
I'd rather rest these old bones than walk up a steep hill.
Okay, so the Bard and Kiki, you actually, as you guys are talking and you kind of approach this front gate area, you hear snoring.
Kiki's gonna turn around and look at Rose and make sure she didn't fall asleep while she was talking. No? It's not
No.
coming from there.
Not today.
I'll just call out. Is anyone there?
And
We come seeking an audience with the abbot.
guys, I'm not going to do the dog voice. I'm sorry.
Bro.
But one does have kind of that hollowed out voice that you hear, and then the other one has like a dog voice. And
Oh.
the one with
Doggy!
the one with the dog voice is like, what? Who are you here to see?
The abbot?
What's your business with the abbot? Hmm?
Dimitri gave us permission to come speak with him. We're looking for knowledge.
And the other one is kind of like tugging at this tattered robe that's over her, and she. Actually, let me share with you the pictures of what you see. Pretty sure I have.
Owen will take out the holy symbol that he got from Yeska, and he'll say, I'm a paladin of the Morning Lord, and I wished an audience for the abbot, his greatness, so that his holiness might fall upon us.
Oh! And then they both kind of look at the holy symbol and they're like, right, okay, yeah, of course. This way. And they turn around, and the one that looks like a dog is like, he has like this strut as he's kind of moving in a southerly direction, and the other one kind of goes around the corner and just stays by the post.
Good sir. If I may ask you, do you happen to have a what the heck is it called? Not a forge, an anvil up in this area.
What? You're so
An
far
anvil.
away. You're so far away. I can't hear you.
He said he was standing right by the pillar. Okay.
There you are. Okay. You're so. I do have these ears, but you know.
Sorry,
Things go
I
up
do apologize.
sometimes. And he starts scratching with his back leg. And by the way, he has like, Broski he's like part dog. He's got a limb that looks like it was from a mule. His head looks like it's part dog. He has these two floppy ears. The other one is it's harder to see. They're like all, wrapped up in a tattered robe.
A homunculus, essentially.
No, not a homunculus.
Oh. Okay.
He says, "Yeah, I'm taking you to the abbot. He's this way."
Yes, but do you have an anvil here?
What's an anvil?
I see.
A large piece of metal.
Okay.
Solid metal.
And he kind of looks at his sword. Yeah, I got.
Never mind.
That's what you need?
Never mind.
It's okay. Well, I will stay here. You guys.
Well, it's
go
not good
home.
enough.
Oh, it's a special metal.
It is special to me. Is it not special to you?
She requires a giant block, so that way, if she's hammering, she wouldn't destroy your sword. She wants to work on some armor.
My sword doesn't get destroyed. Watch, and he starts hitting the ground with it. Cling, 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 cling. See, strong. Here,
Quite
you
strong.
want to hit something with it?
I will take it from him and
Wait, no, you can't have it. You can't have it. You can't have it. Don't take my sword. This is my sword.
Very well. We will leave it with you.
Okay,
What?
I will stay here while you guys go and talk.
What do you want me to hit
together.
with it? I'll hit something real hard.
Kiki will pick up a rock, shake it in front of him, and then just kind of toss it away from her.
And he goes running after it.
Aww,
And he grabs it, and he comes back, and he hands it to Kiki.
I love puppies. Good. That's a good boy. And I'll chuck it again.
And he gets it, and he comes back. Oh, and he gives it back to you, and he like kind of starts nestling up to you.
I like you. And I'll scratch under wherever their mutant chin may be.
And he starts his back leg starts twitching.
Good boy. Where could we find the abbot?
Oh, this way, this way.
Oh, good. Let's go, guys.
And about here, he's like, he looks back at Kiki, and he's like looks at the rock, looks at Kiki.
Here. Hold on to this. I'll play with you again later, okay?
Okay, yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay, and he comes over here, and you guys up at the top, up above, you guys actually see a bunch of figures, or not a bunch, excuse me. That you see two guards specifically standing at attention, but they're kind of the specifics are obscured by fog.
Oh, sorry.
And you see the dog. He just keeps walking through. He's like, "Come on."
No.
And when you guys come into the courtyard, there's a thick fog that fills this courtyard, and it swirls about as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you, or so it seemed at first. It's clear now that these guards are merely scarecrows. Wooden doors to the north and the east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by horrible screams coming from most of the sheds.
I'll say in a hushed voice to the group. Now remember, don't stare, don't cause a scene.
Right, you want to stay away from that well. Not safe. Come on.
Yeah. All right, I'll just keep following him.
All right, this way. And as you guys are getting close, each of these cells, right, all around all these cells, there's like pained screams and whatnot coming from each of them. And he says, "By the way, my name's Otto." And he looks at Kiki and he says, "You can call me Otto." Wink.
Okay.
And he comes walking in. "Come on. Mr. Abbott, sir. Some guests here." And inside, as you guys come in here, you guys see two people that look like this. One is a male figure who looks like that. And the other is a female figure that looks like that. The male is who has been clearly identified as the abbot by Otto. He's sitting there. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yes, very good. And he's kind of like instructing the woman in dance, and she's just kind of dancing on her own, pretending to be dancing with someone. And you guys can hear some music from upstairs.
So these two are clearly out of place here.
And Otto's like, "Mr. Abbott, sir, we have guests." And you guys see the male figure kind of turns to you very slowly, very gracefully, and he says, "Yes, Otto, I can understand, but we are busy people, not quite ready for visitors." And then he goes back to like gesturing for her to dance, and she's continuing to dance. Her face is very like just dead, like almost like a puppet type, like she's just, there's no emotion whatsoever. And he says, and then Otto looks at you and says, "Right, he's still trying to teach her, but I got to get back to my guard duties, so bye."
Good day, Otto. I listened to the song for a bit to see if it's something I recognize, and then no matter whether or not I recognize it or not, I start playing like a riff that goes with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and give me a performance check.
So Owen would want to hum along with it too.
Okay.
Hey, I said check, damn it. No, it's just like not popping up for some reason. Unless, hang on.
There we go. There's a performance check from
That's
Owen.
not me. Yeah, no, I'm clicking on it and it's not bringing up the window to roll.
When you click on perception?
On performance, yeah.
Sorry. You're clicking on the word?
There, yeah, okay. I just had to like minimize the window and bring it back up, and it worked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. Yeah, so both of you're obviously you're going with the rhythm. It's very fluid and whatnot. And after a couple minutes, the song comes to an end, and the abbot turns to you and he says, "Yes, very good, very good." And he kind of sitting there applauding, and he turns and he says, "Please greet our guests." And the female turns to you, and she just kind of sticks her hand out in like her palm is face down, her hand is like loosely hanging, and the abbot's like, yes, very gentle now, good, yes." And he's kind of looking to you guys to walk up and shake her hand.
Kiki's gonna whisper to the bard, keep it together. I know bard reputations. Just keep it together.
Understood. But there is etiquette, and I walk up, gently grab her hand, give it a slight kiss, and back up.
And when you do, she like gives a bow. Again, her face is completely straight. Like there's no emotion. And then she continues to hold it out. And the abbot is like looking at each of you, and he's expecting all of you to do this.
Yeah. After seeing the bard do it, Owen would do his best to kind of copy the same motion.
Kiki will just shake her hand and then try to kind of curtsy, and it looks a little funny because she's probably never done it in her life, and then she'll just walk back.
Yeah. All right, I will move up and do the same as Kiki and present myself.
Okay.
Do we hear clanging metal when she bends over?
And Rosario?
I'll give her a hearty handshake.
Okay. And the abbot looks and says, yes, very good. Katrina, please sit while I speak with our guests.
This person's more creepy than Strahd.
What, you mean the melodic talking? Yeah.
He's so pretty and so gentle, and Strahd is so straightforward. And like, but this guy, I'm telling you, this guy's evil. Strahd, maybe it might be questionable, but this guy's evil.
So the abbot, he approaches you and he says, what can I do for you people?
Well, may sound odd, but we were given a fortune to come and visit you. Perhaps you may have some knowledge that would aid us.
Before we get to that, the bard, and Owen will kind of make a little gesture with his hand, like kind of like a holy movement, and he'll say, Your Holiness, what you're doing for these poor creatures is beyond generous. I know many people would scream at the sight of them, attack them, and it seems as if you've given them a home. Your the holiness that you've been painted is eons away from your actual standing before you now.
Yes, they were harmed in a corrupted magic, but here in the Abbey, they are safe. You are safe. How can I help you?
Not to sound blunt, but perhaps that's what it's just gonna be. What happened to them?
They were changed.
By who?
And the abbot will kind of look at you. And he says, by me, of course.
Oh, I see. So why did you change him, if out of curiosity?
It was necessary for the mission.
A mission?
Yes. The mission to free all of Barovia from Strahd.
So why did you change these people, but not those who are down below below the abbey?
I don't change everyone, just those who are not abiding by the law.
By the law?
Yes,
What would the law be?
Kresk has many fair and just laws, and those who violate the law are sent here for service.
I see.
You see, I have been working to tame the savage heart.
So you remove their savage parts and replace it with non-savage parts? Such as...
No, I am taming the savage heart of Strahd.
Now I'm very confused.
And
You see...
he turns and he gestures to Patrina, and he
That's her name.
says, yeah, and you did hear him say when he told her to sit down, he called her by her name. And he says, yes. You see, Barovia is not like other places you may have been. It is controlled by Strahd. The souls of those who die in or out cannot transgress barrier beyond this mortal coil.
So you take the souls that Strahd has captured and put them into these bodies?
No. I take those and learn magic needed to restore Strahd's true love.
Oh, we did that already.
And let me get the thing. He goes back. He walks back and he kind of he goes upstairs real quick, and then he comes back down. Doesn't take him very long. And he, as he's coming down the stairs, he holds up a book, and he hands it to you guys. And in the book, it details a story about this one details a story about a woman named Patrina Velikovna, who was who was going to marry Strahd, and Strahd was actually in love with her, and she was killed by her own brother, another Dusk Elf.
I'm so confused now. Then why does he want what did you say the statue called her? Tatiana.
Ah, Strahd has many brides, many consorts over the centuries, but there are none as important to him as Patrina. Tatiana came after.
Forgive my rudeness then, but then why does he not seek to restore Patrina and always lusts after Tatiana?
Patrina was killed before Barovia was created. Her soul was outside his grasp. when I attempted to bring her back. This, and he gestures over, is what has happened. She is incomplete. Her soul is not fully restored.
So why doesn't he task people to restore her soul? Why go after Tatiana if she is more important?
Strahd does not limit himself to one. He enacted revenge upon the Dusk Elves when they took Patrina from him. But he knew that he could not bring her back. I believe I can.
How do you wish to accomplish this? And what does it have to do with the other people that have become strange dog people?
They were lessons for me in my technique.
So you take random souls and you put them into bodies to see if you can retrieve hers one day.
In part,
Do these souls willingly be put into these bodies, or do you simply stuff them in there?
usually they are quite happy to be part of this. But on occasion, there is a naughty one that must be dealt with.
Ah, I see.
Why are they screaming?
Perhaps they are the naughty ones.
They are in pain.
Why not put them out of their misery then?
Because I have not completed my work. I need them.
So when you complete your work, you'll put them to rest.
Of course. I'm not cruel.
Only temporarily.
It is for the greater good that I do this.
So if you were to bring back this love, per se, how will that change? Wait, we've been seeing Strahd this whole time, right? Yeah. How would that change Strahd?
Strahd was hurt by his brother many years ago with Tatiana and Katrina. It was too much for him to take. And he kind of he hands you guys a second book that he brings down.
Okay.
And on the cover it says it says Tome of Strahd.
But didn't he make a deal with something higher than him? Even if you bring her back, that will not save Strahd. After all, he now has another master.
Sorry for you cut out on me on that one. Say that again.
He now has another master. Even if you bring her back, that will not save Strahd.
He kind of shakes his head. He may serve whom he wishes, but he acts in pain. I will cure that pain.
I see. Well, I mean, up until this point, he has not been directly evil towards us, from my perspective. What can we do to help you?
Ah, I am most pleased you asked me this. If you could bring me her brother. I believe I can complete the resurrection.
But you said she was outside of Barovia.
Her soul, her body, as you can see, is here.
And who is her brother?
The DM has to look that shit up because he forgot his name.
Casimir.
Thank
I was
you.
gonna.
Thank you.
Oh, so it's not. For some reason, I was thinking it's gonna be Strahd's personal servant. What's his name?
No.
Who's
Rahadin.
Casimir? Yes, Rahadin.
Yeah, no, it is Casimir. So he'll say to you, Casimir, he resides north of Valaki. If you
Then-
could bring him here, I can finish the resurrection.
And then what will happen? How will this end the whole thing with Barovia? As I stated before, Strahd now has another master he must answer to.
He shakes his head. Strahd is only serving his pain. Once that is cured, he will let everyone go.
What if she's not enough? You said yourself that he's taken many loves. A man who wavers is not a very good man.
The
Abbot did mention that from this one particular death, he wiped out an entire race of elves.
And then quickly moved on to another lover. Sorry, I do apologize. My species is very short-lived, and we frown upon such things. I do
Per-
sincerely apologize.
Perhaps he was trying to fill a void, but why would her brother kill her?
sorry, was that question to the abbot?
You. Yep.
Okay. He says, the Dusk Elves were fearful of the union to Strahd.
Fearful how?
They are or were afraid of Strahd. And Latrina loved Strahd.
But
Willingly.
he didn't make his deal at that time.
Yes.
So why be afraid of him?
Strahd has always been a conqueror, but his hatred has made him cruel.
And she loved him?
Yes. And he
Was-
gestures to the book again. And he says, it's
Uh,
all detailed. Yeah.
And then how did you get mixed up in all this?
I chose to come to save all of Barovia.
So why don't you just go and get her brother?
I have duties here.
A shepherd can't leave his flock.
Kiki will gesture if she can have the book.
Yep. He'll hand it to you. Which one are you after?
The tome.
Okay. Yeah, she'll hand it to you.
Seems like I have some reading to do. I'll just ask him real quick, though. Was she a good person in life?
And he kind of, I don't No. But she will be what I make her.
You're positive of that?
Quite.
Can I
If
maybe do
you-
an insight check on him just to make sure that I do believe him, just to make and
Yep.
just make sure that he's not hiding anything?
If
Use
you
her-
make her what you want her to be, she'll no longer be the person who Strahd loved.
Good point.
It's not letting me roll it here. Oh, there we go.
So much shit's
yeah,
going
you-
on.
Yeah, you believe him. Like you believe that he believes everything he's saying.
She'll not be the woman who Strahd loved if you change her.
I will not change much.
Much. Okay. Is there anything else that you guys got from that weird person lady that you want to talk to him about?
Not that I can think of.
Do you happen to have any holy weapons here? We're not exactly on Strahd's good side at the moment.
This is a place of healing, not war.
And yet the mist that Strahd creates is surrounding this place.
It surrounds everything.
I thought it didn't surround where the statue was.
Just that one
Or is
statue.
that just...
Other than that,
Oh.
it's like everywhere all the time.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It probably just was the graphics. Okay. Okay. Sure. Do you have... I have another question, if you don't mind me taking up your time. I know you're quite busy. The well. Why is it dangerous?
The well you speak of is not dangerous. What makes you think it is?
There is a puppy, and what was the other guy? There's two of them standing there.
Are you talking about Otto?
No, the
Yeah.
other guy.
Yeah, there was Otto and and the other guy.
What was the
We
other
never
guy?
got his
I can't
name.
remember his name.
You didn't get his name.
What was he though? What did he look like? Or she look? No, it was a girl.
It was a she.
What if-
She was in tattered she was in a tattered cloak, and it was like she was deliberately like draping over herself. You could make out some fur on her arms and some scales on her face, but
Okay. The strange lady told us that it was dangerous and to avoid the well.
I know there is one who likes to hide in the well.
Can we visit with them? Is that okay with you?
They are not sane.
Well, I mean, I'm a turtle, so I'm half gone to begin with. But if we spoke with them, would it be okay if we did so?
She will not speak. She will feast.
Ah, like a werewolf.
No. Like a
Like-
spider.
Like a gnoll who
Spider.
only hungered? Oh, a spider. Oh, it's a spider. Perhaps we should give her a treat. And then she stays there within your realm? If she's dangerous and she wishes to eat, why does she stay here and not leave and feast?
She stays, so I can care for her. She
What do
eats
you...
when I feed her.
Can we feed her?
She will feed on you.
But you said she eats when you feed her. Do you feed yourself to her?
She cannot harm me.
Ah, I see.
Let's not push this
Well,
subject.
thank you.
And he just kind of nods.
It's a very strange relationship.
Will you bring Casimir to me?
We have tasks that have been set before us by the strange lady who speaks weird voodoo stuff and by a statue. We have made multiple promises, but as soon as we are able, and as Strahd is no longer trying to kill us every 5 seconds, we will most certainly head in his direction.
We're in Valaki quite frequently, and next
Yes.
time we're down there, we'll go visit this Casimir and bring him here.
Thank you.
Now, I believe we've all wasted enough of the abbot's time. He seems quite busy with Katrina here.
Of course, of course. Abbott, next time you're speaking with the spider lady, could you perhaps ask her if she'd give us an audience the next time we come by? I would greatly appreciate that.
Why?
You are free to speak whenever you wish, but know that your life is likely forfeit.
Ah,
But
well, I don't have much long to live anyways.
if you do perish, might I use your body?
I'm afraid it belongs to a golden dragon. If you get permission from the golden dragon to use my body, then, yes.
Very well. And he just he goes over to sit down with Katrina and continue the education.
So, is that what we needed? This book?
I believe so.
So you guys should see. Actually, let me put it in the players area so that you can, in players note. That way you should be able to see that.
Under player notes.
In player notes, there is.
There's some stuff in there that we shouldn't be seeing right now.
No, that's all stuff that. Permissions, none. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's close. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm moving it into handouts. So in the handouts, you should see a letter to Strahd. You guys, excuse me, the tome of Strahd.
Under
Okay.
what?
In player
Hand
notes,
notes.
handouts. Do you
I
guys
know,
see that?
but there's Village of Krez, there's Village of Barovia.
Actually, click on the folder that says handouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Click
Oh,
on it again. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I am Agent Analytics.
Owen would give like one last like little final like holy hand gesture, and he'll kind of like throw his arms around like the bard and Kiki and start like pushing him towards the door.
Oh yeah, no, I'm ready to head out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave.
It says, "The abbot has his flock to tend to. I have mine. Good day, abbot, your holiness." And push everyone out the door.
Yeah. All right.
Kiki,
Yeah.
you can speak to people's minds. Could you perhaps try and speak to this spider?
As long as it's receptive, I can try.
Okay.
Why do we
How
want to
close?
speak to the spider?
I think there's more to this spider than what he's letting on. Why would a spider stay here simply to feast when it can go out there and gouge upon anyone, eat anyone?
Because here it's not
Uh,
hunted.
Ah,
Yes.
perhaps. Maybe. You want to give it a try? We are further enough away.
Well, the problem is I have to be semi-close to it. I'd rather not take that risk.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
well, go get its attention there, Rosario, and we'll wait here for you.
Absolutely not. Rosario, don't you have something to finish at your forge? Let's go.
Yes, let's
Now.
get out of here.
Yes. I'll come sacrifice my body to it after I finish my task.
That's some dedication. I like it.
Kiki takes priority, unfortunately.
So
Made up above my curiosity.
when we get far enough away where I feel like they can't hear us. So we're not bringing the brother here, right?
No.
I think
we're
that's
not.
a bad idea.
We should definitely
Yeah.
keep him in the back of our minds, without a doubt. I know his name now. I can send him a message.
Listen, we learned a lot, I guess. Learned a lot of his past.
He sleeps around a lot.
So what I'm gathering from this book, it's not much we didn't already know.
Maybe there's a clue in it. Maybe there's a hidden secret that we don't see.
It tells us
By
about
the
the
way-
vampire and the sun sword.
By the way, everyone levels.
Hell yeah!
Oh.
Do we want to level in here
Why?
or on D&D Beyond?
Did we level because we
Either
didn't die to the spider? Was that our task?
No, I think it's because we got the book.
This is the
Oh,
book.
okay.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm pretty sure the spider was just literally going to fight us.
Yep. Yep. Spider's just gonna come out and bite you in the throat and try to kill you. Try to rip your throat out.
Man.
Let's not do that.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
wait. That resets my spell slot.
Yeah. So let's take a quick little level up break. And I'm gonna go bio and whatnot, and you guys can level up your characters. Let's meet back in 15 minutes. Does that sound
Sounds
good?
good?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Alright. We'll be right back.
I will stop the timer.
Ah, I will go through my spellbook now.
I'm ready to start confusing people.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna go like, what is Mirren thinking about? I don't know.
Mind of Mirren.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
Huh?
I
See, you already confused the DM.
yeah.
Okay. Kiki, you're all updated.
I got it. I'm just going through spells. Trying to add in spells on here.
Doobie doobie doo. We all.
Well, I have 60 more seconds to shove this chicken down my throat. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I said it.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a joke in there, but
Yeah. Yeah, there's an obvious joke there.
Mhm.
I do like in Foundry how it has the tabs under the spell book that you could sort them by action, bonus action, reaction, and ritual. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh man. I just saw my downtime tab.
Oh, I haven't looked at it yet.
I told you guys about it.
Yep.
Ooh, interesting.
Downtime tab?
It's where how you're working on your armor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have something in our downtime tab.
Oh, okay. I can't move Rosario.
The game's paused.
I
That's why.
paused the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I might be right back for a bio break myself.
Excellent. Gives me another 60 seconds to shove more turkey down my throat.
I thought you said
Okay, I'm
chicken.
gonna grab water then.
Make it
Yeah.
120.
Yeah. Turkey, chicken, tomato, potato.
Just say poultry.
Go to toggle info and there's no info there, man. I'm kidding.
I put my own downtime activity since I don't have one.
What is it?
You should look it up.
Oh, but my fingers are covered in grease. I
Oh
will.
no! Chad's already seen it. Nick.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I
now
don't
I'm
know.
just curious. I have to risk. I have to risk it.
So the downtime activity I have is lycanthropy
Oh my
mastery.
And it should have a description on it too.
That's gonna be a lot of checks.
Not very tasty.
Owen's pretty determined. He can get it in one check. Just put the whole box in his mouth. Okay, I'll delete it. I put eating crayons. Maybe you military aficionados will know what that means. Oh, hey. Lay on hands goes up. Gotta edit that. Features. Lay on hands. Edit. Details. 440. Hey.
Right, I am back.
Welcome back.
All right.
All right. I'll put the poultry away.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Food is gone. Is everybody here?
I think so.
I am here.
Rose?
Hmm.
Rose is not.
So, outside of the game, fun news for us. Our yard is finally almost fully landscaped, which is
Oh,
exciting.
nice.
Long
That's
process.
good. Some good news for me. I know Techno knows, but I joined a stream team.
That's pretty sweet. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jason, stop raging with the dishes. God.
I'm trying to hurry since Rose is gone. I want more chicken. I'm hungry. I'm not a very fast eater. I like to take my time when I put meat in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Hey, as long as you don't choke on the chicken.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
A little too much for you?
Maybe a little bit.
That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean?
So many questions.
Oh, too much. Oh God, it's choking me.
Oh,
Rose, are you back yet? Do you guys just want to leave her by the well with the spider?
yes, let's just go.
No, because if something comes up and I'm in an emergency need of sustenance, then it's nice to have, friends for dinner.
Mm-hmm. You guys do have that diamond. You know, you have a free res.
I mean, I don't have that spell.
That's tomorrow's problem.
No, I just won't ever have that spell unless I put it on my loot.
True. Actually, Kiki's going all druid instead of cleric. So, technically, your cleric is the one who wants to go play.
Play with fate.
Don't druids learn that spell too?
They get Revivify now.
They do?
Yep.
Oh.
Tasha's Quadrant of Everything added it to their spell list.
Yeah,
there you go.
I just can't add anything for some reason right now, so I'm gonna have to do it afterwards.
Well,
I thought she was
technically, I
actually
think I'm.
party.
Well, technically, I think I'll have 8 points in cleric by the time I'm done.
Hey, it's
so
only a third
I
level spell, though.
could.
So by the time you hit 5 in cleric, you should have it.
It's another 3 levels.
Rose, are you back yet? It's been more than 15 minutes.
If I get one more level in Paladin, I'll have Revivify.
Oh, I better stop leveling you guys.
I get one more level. I have animate objects.
Definitely gotta stop leveling.
It's okay. There's a secret. My next level, I'm not taking Paladin.
What?
I know. I know. I said I wasn't going to multi-class, but I thought long and hard about it, and I've got a plan.
My mind is blown. I thought, you were a dirty, filthy purist, and you only play
Yeah.
one class at a time. I'm actually surprised.
Exactly. What's that House of Mouse line? It's like it's a secret tool that'll help us out later.
So you go in Warlock.
Oh,
By the way,
toodles.
I don't think.
I actually just realized something.
We're supposed to have one more level?
Potentially, actually.
I was kidding.
Hot dog. Hot
I'm
dog.
not. I'm not, because there's milestones and it's milestone based. So the question is, what are your guys out of character? What are your guys' plans for this area?
At the moment, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I kind of got like bad vibes from that, Shatner-esque Abbott guy, and like it was just like, yeah, something just didn't seem out of character. Something just did not seem right.
You mean
I
his
don't know what-
experimentation on humans and stuff in order to learn how to resurrect a chick that was murdered by her entire tribe?
Yeah, it might have been part of it. Yeah.
Weird. Seems pretty
Yeah.
odd to me.
Oh my gosh, guys. Revivify for me is a 3rd level.
Yes,
I actually know it already.
I kind of figured you did.
That's funny. Okay, yeah. I need to add that in.
No, I figured we'd go back to the tower, let Rosario work on her stuff while we have conversations and read the tome officially.
Mhm.
Hey, Bart.
We got conversations that need to be had.
Do you want flame arrows? I have that one too. All I have to do is touch your arrows and you can shoot flame arrows at people.
Eventually, sure, why not?
Rose, are you back yet?
Are you muted? I don't think you are.
All right, so you guys want to go back out to the front of town?
Y'all, I think, unless
Yeah.
So we all are of consensus that we're not going to help bring Katrina back.
I am against it. I'm against it personally.
I think out of character there, it does have a potential to have its benefits if we can maybe soothe the Savagers in Strahd. It would be beneficial to us. I just think it is also just as much as it's a good idea, it is also has the potential for a very, very bad idea, which is why I think maybe some in character RP might not be a bad thing to weigh out the pros and cons of this decision.
Okay, well, let's do it up. Let's. I'm gonna advance the clock. We'll say it took you an hour to get out back to your area,
And we're leaving Rosario there, right?
yeah, she's by the well. She's spider food. She's making her second character. Okay, so you guys are out in your little tower outside Kresk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rosario would probably start working away on what she wants to work on.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, what do you guys want to collaborate on?
Well, first off, and I looked at Kiki. So he said dreams is a symptom.
Yeah. Was yours the same as mine?
Was it savage?
Quite.
And then I looked at Hella. Did you have any dreams last night?
I don't think I
You
did. Not that I recall.
You did. You did.
The one where you tear apart a kid in the woods.
Oh, okay. As I have. It was.
Ella's like, oh, no worse than usual.
Yeah, I'll go with that. No worse than usual. I've had worse.
Yes. I don't know what to make of this right now. I'm worried what's going to happen with us since we have no control. He did say we'd be more violent than the rest.
It's true. Perhaps during the night, I would imagine, we try to stay together and stay away from our friends.
Sleep on the roof?
Probably a good idea. Or we can take turns keeping watch on each other.
Each take 3 shifts.
Yes.
That sounds reasonable. Don't know if we can infect anyone else, but it might be best if we just keep it between us.
And I'm not really being secret about this, so Rosario and Owen could hear it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we're talking just amongst the
I
three
figured
of us.
we were all in the tower, and it's best if our party knows.
Okay.
We either need to figure out how to cure ourselves or master it.
Mastering it would have its advantages, especially if we're going up against someone like Strahd. Could be a useful tool.
While I'm not against the idea, mastering it might be quite difficult, though, and who knows what sort of damage we do in the meantime.
As long as it's against the right targets, I see no harm.
Perhaps we're in the right place to learn about this, because they seem to know a lot about what we perhaps are afflicted with.
We'd have to almost admit to them that we're afflicted with it, though.
I think the way they were judging us, they already know, or are slightly suspicious.
They just might not like strangers either. It's possible we could always find some place to do some sort of what is it you guys call research.
Wouldn't mind researching it myself. I mean, what is it, like rabies? Is it like a sickness or a disease?
I don't know.
He didn't see White Claw. Owen, promise that if I turn savage, you'll use the silver weapon and you'll put me down.
Oh, I didn't know it was this serious. If it comes to that, I'll do everything in my power to not have it come to that, but I suppose if I have no other options.
I think the problem therein lies is because we have no control, we'll be more feral. We won't be under our own abilities. It seems reasonable to, until we find a cure, to at least attempt to master it.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't even know where to begin to master it.
Maybe it might be one of those things we have to experience a transformation to begin to comprehend on how to master it. It might be not something that we can necessarily learn from a book.
Sorry about that.
All good.
You were muted, weren't you?
Yes.
Sorry, you're probably talking and we're just like, oh.
That's okay. I didn't realize it.
Yeah, all good.
We got you working on your thing in the corner in the room.
Okay.
You stuck me in the corner? Oh, man.
Yeah.
You always stick
Hey,
yourself
you're
in the
lucky
corner.
you're lucky it's just a corner, not like, something like, a broom closet or something, or under the stairs.
I don't have a lightning bolt on my forehead.
I was thinking the chokey, but okay.
I do have a question for Hella. This
Yes.
this new weapon you're carrying about. Has anything odd happened since you've had it?
So I suppose you're referring to the spear?
Yes.
Can't necessarily think of odd. It
Give me a
has
perception.
spoken. Okay.
Hey, whisper you something real quick.
Yeah. Don't see where you're whispering.
Oh.
Okay. It's kind of hard to say. I don't feel the same connection I had with the spear as I once did before. That's the only thing I really feel as different.
You don't have an imaginary friend. No one talks to you late at night.
Just the trees.
No, not that I recall. I know that the spear has, when it had blood shed on it, I did hear voices and that. I assumed it was the spear talking to me. It did say good, good, and but other than that, I haven't. I guess if you're referring to any sort of visitations, no.
I just believe that there's more to this spear than we fully understand.
Well, possibly. While we go in search of answers for our affliction, we can maybe do some research on the spear as well. And a matter of speaking, kill two birds with one stone.
Well,
The tea, does anybody know exactly what it does? They mentioned it's called, what was it called again?
Wolfsbane.
Perhaps it may be somehow of use? I'm sure they've got to fund. They've got to know some way to help us.
Well, Hella, just know that your spear tried reaching out to me last night.
That is interesting.
Yes. And, as usual, I opened up my senses to it, and I felt really, really uneasy in its presence. I know you're typically a little bit more at home handling such things, so I just ask that you use caution with it. And know that if anything else gets out of hand with it, I will seek immediate disposal of it. Just a heads up.
I appreciate your concern.
Anyways.
We gotta figure out where we're going next.
Yes, it was a much shorter trip with the abbot than I was expecting, but
Perhaps to Mount Gacchus, and we can find this sword.
if we're voting on it, that's my vote.
Maybe good to avoid civilization for a little while.
Yes, at least until we can get a handle on our affliction.
I assume we're gonna stay here while Rosario finishes working up. So before we turn in for the night, while there's still ample light, I'll try returning to the Burgomaster and see what information he can give me.
Are you
Yes.
sure that is wise?
I won't
What do
infer
we try?
it's about me. I'll say,
He may try and persuade that information out of you. You should probably send Owen. He has not been bitten or attacked in any way, shape, or form. You can inquire due to the fact that we may cross the white wolf again. And he cannot infer anything from Owen since Owen was not involved in the attack in any way to begin with.
oh, I could always just say when we battle her again, if one of us were to get bitten, how do we handle such a situation?
Okay, that sounds good.
What can we do to heal ourselves? If that's not an option, how do we... Does he know if there's a way to master it so we're not causing damage to the nearby populace?
If you were to infer, yeah, try it. See what happens.
Perhaps we should inquire about a guide or some information on this Mount Gacchus. I'm not particularly keen on hiking through mountainous terrain. And perhaps maybe we need some climbing equipment or something to better traverse this mountain.
Perhaps questions for the Burgomaster as well.
Do you think it maybe be wise to involve potentially an innocent party in taking them to their own death, if things do go south with one of us? I can't see that looking too good for us if we leave with one of their own and come back only to tell them that they're dead.
Oh, well, we just need someone familiar with the area, ask them a few questions, and then leave them behind back here. Just to ask questions. No need to bring them along.
Owen, and what of us? What is your plan? We are not werewolves. If if they turn, they'll not turn on each other, they'll turn on us.
Well, the bard did give me the silver long sword. And Kiki did alert me that I should use it should they turn.
I would not prefer such a thing. Can we come up with another solution?
I would like to think I could find another way. But as for myself, I would be fine, but say they're going after some innocent life, we might not have an option.
Perhaps. I would still not rather bring a sword to Kiki.
No, neither would I. I dare not even think about drawing a blade on my friends. But I know in dire times, when you can't control yourself, and you're no longer you, I think if there is any sliver of you left behind, those feral eyes, you'd be begging to be put down. And I'd like to think how I would think if I were in your shoes.
Perhaps.
But
I said, if I'll look at Owen, it's like, if you're in my shoes, I'd make it as quick as possible.
like I said, I'll do what I can, but if it comes to it.
I gave you guys a gift as a reminder, so you don't forget.
A gift.
If he could do it, you guys can do it. It's Old Yeller.
Oh, wow.
No.
What about the abbot guy, the one who makes weird beasts? Would he know of a solution? Now, here's another issue. If we're heading towards a sword, and one of us turn, then what? And what if all three of them turn at the same time while on top of the mountain? Then what? Are you sure the sword is the best place we should be going to? Should we try and find a cure first? Or try and hunt the white wolf and slay her?
I will say I have no desire to slay her, and I think it's because of turning.
Then we should go slay her. We cannot be on top of the mountain the three of you turn, and then have no desire to slay Strahd anymore. Then what will happen?
But I feel if she is the one that controls us, then it's you two versus her. And us against you.
What other choice do we have?
You could go and ask nicely for a bite, and then we could all be together at least. For what it's worth.
I do not like that idea. But if I do not know. Here's the thing. If we head up the mountain and she decides that she does not want to fight Strahd, then what? And the three of you will simply leave, and me and Owen will be left to the task. Or she'll simply order the three of you to kill us. Then what?
But maybe if we master our abilities, maybe we'll have some level of resistance and might be able to defy her orders.
It's a possibility. I'm going to look directly towards Owen. If they turn, and we cannot fight them between the two of us, sacrifice myself to save your own skin. That's all I ask of you. It's going to be 2 versus 3. I do not think you can take all 3 of them by yourself.
And the moment your throat is ripped out, the devil shall show himself to me and strike me down while I watch all of you be teared apart. Don't like this. Not one bit.
What other choice do we have? We have no allies, we have no friends. When we get to the mountain, she may simply order them to attack us and take the sword for herself. If they are controlled, we have no idea what she will do. We have no idea what commands that she'll give. The only hope I can hope for is that your life will at least be spared. And if she does get the sword, you'll have no chance at all of defeating Strahd or her.
The bard, before you head too far,
Yes.
you did say that this, or the burgomaster did say that this was transferred via a bite.
Yes.
So is this perhaps a poison or a disease? I do want to try something. I don't know if it'll help, but I can't stand around and watch as you all suffer from this.
And that's what I
It's not,
aim to find out.
It's not punching us all in the teeth, is it? Because I like my teeth for eating, you know.
But no, there will be no rearranging of faces. And Owen will place a hand on each of them, use 5 points of lay on hands. Let's see, that's gonna to try and heal a disease or a poison, because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's
So,
trying.
yeah, you guys feel that you feel the warmth of the lay of hands come through. You feel any kind of imperfection, ailments, or whatever gone, but you still feel the same feelings you've been feeling.
So what do you guys want to do? If you guys think that she is controlling you, how do you know that as soon as we get the sword, she'll not simply order you to slay us and take the sword for herself?
We don't.
We don't, but going straight at her, she'll just have us attack you no matter what.
Okay. Then perhaps we should get a powerful ally. Perhaps we should go for the Mad Mage instead of the sword. At least the Mad Mage cannot rip out of our hands.
Yes, but again, this leads to we could go feral and rip his throat out.
He took on Strahd. She
And
has not.
lost his mind.
Okay. That is what you want, then the sword will go for.
Bard then continues walking. He's gonna head towards town.
Oh, oops. Okay, so you're going into the town.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk around for a bit, and then give it like a couple hours, and then like when it's mid-afternoon, like 4-ish, go back to the burgomaster's house.
Okay. Okay. What are the rest of you doing during this time?
Oh, if as soon as it hits 4 o'clock, I'm gonna give Kiki something.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to do specifically, or no?
I am maybe going to go up to the top of the tower and just kind of maybe see if I can quiet like the influence or that the White Wolf is having over Hella's mind.
Okay. So yeah, you're essentially going to try and meditate and see if you can't calm.
Yeah, just at least go like where I could be alone and just like some quiet and try and at least clear any sort of unwanted like outside influence, unwanted influence.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a. Let's see, give me some kind of wisdom base. Just give me I guess just a standard wisdom check, just a generic one.
Saving throw or ability check?
Ability check.
Come on, roll high.
Okay. So, I mean, you're up there. You're focusing. You're trying. Occasionally, you hear a little noise and it distracts you, but you're for the most part you're focusing and trying to meditate. What is everybody else? What is everybody else doing? I think the only one I haven't heard from is Kiki, right? And Owen.
I'm just following along behind probably the bard.
Okay. And Owen, what are you doing?
He's very torn. He does not like when the party separates. He'll probably pace back and forth in the tower for a little while, and then he's like, "An indestructible tower, you're fine." And he'll kind of to Rosario and to Hella. He'll say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go find Kiki and the
I was
bard."
on top of the tower.
Yeah, he'll call up. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
he'll just kind of call loudly that he's gonna go back into town and try and locate the bard and Kiki. And he's gonna run off and try to find him.
Okay. So we will, for ease, we will catch up at 4:00. Boop boop boop. And why not 4:48?
That's fine. I just want there to be light.
We'll say 5 o'clock.
What was that?
I was like, I just want,
We'll say 5 o'clock.
and I was
sorry.
just saying, I just want it there to still be light, so that way I'm like, if I'm going to turn at night, I'm not in town.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So you guys are. It's past 4. I mean, since it's past 4, Rosario, Owen, everybody. Like, if you guys want, you can totally be caught up with the group since we're past 4:00. Do you guys want to, or do you want to stay at the tower?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Kiki. So I'm gonna hand you something. I don't have a picture of it because I can't draw, so I'll describe to you what it looks like. So it's armor, completely made out of golden scale. It has a hoodie on it, and has like little ears, look almost like kitty ears, and it has like it comes up and looks like a little cute. You know that image that I used for my weapon?
Mhm.
It looks very much like that. A very cute little dragon face that makes your hoodie with little ears.
Aw, it's beautiful. I love it. And then she'll just pull out her little druidic focus, and it'll have Rose's dragon scale wings, and she'll say, "It matches perfectly. Thank you."
You're welcome. My task is now complete.
Yay! Hey, so you guys arrive at the Burgomaster's mansion. What would you like to do?
I'll knock on the door.
Way to ruin this special moment.
So the Burgomaster answers, and he says, "Yes. How can I help you?"
I have some more questions for you. One's better suited in private.
Yes. Please come in. But I hope you understand. It is getting late. We can't have you in for very long.
Yes, no, we'll make it as quick as possible.
So he takes you into the living room area. How can I help you?
Conversation earlier got me a bit worried. If we tend to fight White Claw again, and she does bite one of us, what can we do about it?
Well, the abbot, he has the ability. He's a fantastic healer. It is possible that he could cure it.
That's what I was afraid of.
And you said until they master it, they're feral. But what does one have to do to master it?
Why do you want to know this?
Because if we all far away and can't make it to the abbot in time, I'd rather it not cause a damage to the populace until we can get to him. And, for instance, if one of us were bitten, would you let us in town to get to the abbot to cure it?
Were one of you bitten?
I said if one of us were bitten.
Yes, and now I am asking you.
I said when we fight her again, if we get bitten.
I understand what you said, but you're awfully concerned about this. Have you been bitten?
I was bitten
No.
as an ape.
Okay, give me a deception.
He was bitten as an ape, though.
No, it's not a lie.
I'm
but he's-
omitting truth, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I understand.
Oops, that's not how you spell Dimitri. Okay, believe. Okay, so he looks at you again with that little one eye is kind of squinting at you.
Come now, I know you
No.
haven't told me everything you know.
Yes. Well, Anna, and he calls back to his wife. Bring us some tea, please. And
Kiki will think to herself, "Oh, not again."
he looks at you guys and he says, "It's going to be a bit cold tonight. I'll send you off with some tea." But for the poor unfortunate who have been bitten, if they survive, the abbot is likely to be your only chance.
So did you go to the abbot?
What? There was you came through really muffled. What did you say?
Yeah.
Did you go to the abbot?
I see the abbot all the time. He lives here with us.
That's not what I'm referring to.
And he looks pretty irritated. He has visibly irritated, and he says, "And what are you referring to?"
Well, you are of her kin. She says so as much. Is she referring to the fact that you both share the same, I guess?
We already
Moon
covered
things.
this.
Yes.
She was turned, and I exiled her for it.
Sorry,
What
I
was
was
that? Did you not understand?
I was not here with my companions. They only told me what they believed you said. I am sorry.
And he'll look to everybody. Well, was there anything I said that you didn't understand?
And I'll look at him, because I'm getting irritated with this whole thing, and just say, it's not what you said, it's what you lacked to say.
Go on. What did I lack to say?
Well, the matter of the fact is, in our last conversation, you were clearly hiding something from us still. Given the nature of the conversation, I'd almost assume that you didn't want us to know that you are also afflicted.
I'm trying to figure out, are you trying to intimidate him or are you trying to persuade him?
I'll persuade him.
Okay, roll me some persuasion. That is some persuasion right there.
I don't know if that's good
It's
or
not
bad.
showing up
No,
in
no, no. It's purposely blinded so that way I don't know how well in the conversation I'm doing.
Yeah. Bus honking sounds. Oh my god. I just saw that. I get back on my train of thought. Okay, so
Do you mean bus?
so he looks at you guys and he says, I'm not the only one who has not been entirely forthcoming. Perhaps you should come with me. Which of you were bitten?
I'll step forward.
So will I.
Did you move me with the party, or am I still at the tower?
It's just yeah, you're with the party. Everybody's with the party.
Okay, yeah, then I will see what he has to offer, and I'll step forward as well.
And he looks over to Owen and Rosario. And he says, "You two were not bitten."
No.
They were not. Owen was not in the fray with us, and Rosario was never bitten.
Come with me. And he goes downstairs. And at this time, Anna comes out with some more tea, and he says, "You three, drink this."
I'll down the cup as quickly as possible.
Yeah. I'll drink it too.
Do I smell anything odd about it or anything?
No, it's just like a yellowish liquid with a green leaf in it.
They
All right.
told us earlier when we drank it, it was made with wolfsbane. And we drank it before, so.
Okay, I will down it as well.
So he takes you downstairs, and he says, "Anna, keep these two up here, please." And she looks and she kind of nods and she says, she gestures to Owen and Rosario to come sit back with her in the living room area.
He's not gonna harm them, are they? Is he?
He is going to invoke the and you guys are going downstairs, by the way.
Okay.
Like, she's not going to let you go down the stairs. She'll block you two, but he's continuing down.
Yeah.
And so she'll say to you, Rosario, she says, he's going to invoke their change.
Okay.
And she looks over at you and Owen, and she says, and she kind of just gestures back to the living room.
Owen's just got eyes on where he last saw his three friends. Just standing there. He's not moving forward, but he's not moving away.
It will be quite noisy.
The noise I'm okay with.
They will be down there all night long.
And I will stand here all night long if I must.
All night long. Oh wait, sorry.
I'm sorry. I cannot. I look to her and I'll bow slightly. I'm sorry.
No apologies necessary. It is for your safety that we have you up here.
If I die, I die. As long as she is safe. That is all that matters to me.
Even with the wolfsbane, they will not be able to control, at least not entirely.
If I die, I die. Such is life. As long as she is safe.
Very well. And she turns to you, Owen. She's just kind of looking for that confirmation of like, are you in the same boat? You're not moving. You're just gonna risk your life.
He'll, without looking, he'll say, "Is there somewhere to sit nearby? I feel uneasy being so far from them."
Well, I'm only keeping you separate as a protection for you. If the two of
We
you
will not go down. We just do not want to go far.
well, I will bring you some chairs.
Thank you.
So she goes and grabs a couple chairs and brings them over for you guys. Downstairs, what you guys see, he takes you into back in this area, and there's actually like this in the basement. There's like this secret door, basically in this that's made of stone, and he pushes it forward, and it actually takes him a little, some effort. And you can tell that like a normal man probably wouldn't be able to push this door open, and he just pushes it open, slides it to the side, and he gestures for you guys to go in there. When he opens, there's a waft, just the smell of blood just assails your nostrils, and you can see fur and pieces of flesh in there. So Kiki, go ahead and give me your constitution. Okay, so with how with how strong it is, you retch for sure.
I'm sorry, Bart. I didn't mean to aim for your shoe.
And when you start retching, Dimitri gets this scared look on his face, and he grabs Kiki, and just really quickly goes and grabs her very hard. Doing anything?
Ow, what are you doing?
And,
It's the blood.
This is all instant. Like he just grabs you, and he literally throws you into the room. And like mid-flight, as you're going, you transform into a lichen. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, because my most recent one was so good. Let me try it again.
Oof.
Nope, that's not
Shit.
good. Okay, so when you transform, you are completely feral. The bard and Hella, you guys see her transform, and she just looks savage. Dimitri immediately transforms on the fly, and instinctively, suddenly, the two of you feel a change coming. Give me a Constitution saving throw, both of you. Okay. The bard, you successfully prevent yourself from turning. You feel this rage and this desire to turn, and you kind of muster this focus, and you're actually able to kind of keep yourself from changing. But Hella, you also turn into a lichen, and both of you just go on the offense. Dimitri and Kiki are going to town on each other, slicing each other up with their claws and teeth, and shoving each other into places. It's just this vicious fight. Hella is going to go after the bard.
Okay.
So the bard, you feel as Hella's going to hit you.
Yeah.
And is gonna slice you up. What do you do in response?
I run into the stone behind the stone door in hopes that Hella gives chase.
Okay, and she will. Hella does not have a choice. She is totally feral, and she gives chase and gets in there and just starts ripping you up. But you transform as this fight's going on. You transform. Owen and Rosario, you guys just hear this huge scuffle in the basement as chaos is erupting. Kiki, actually, the bard, you're the only one who isn't totally feral. And you notice that the door has not been closed.
Yeah, my goal is to shut us in this room.
Okay, just give me a strength. Let me actually think I need to modify your character sheet. I don't know if I did. Go ahead and just roll. It's going to be your base strength is 19 now.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just modify it.
Why aren't you letting me roll? Oh, because you were modifying my sheet. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Just ability check.
Yeah, it's just a yep.
Oof. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Do it. There you go. Okay, so you grab the stone slab and you shut it, and it's going to be a violent night. But the good news is you guys can't hurt each other. So you guys are slicing each other up. You're ripping skin and everything, but you can't do jack squat. It's just, I mean, it's hurting and it's just pissing you guys off, and everyone's just like in this. It's just a fucking Royal Rumble, and it's going to be like that for 3 hours. So, Owen, Rosario, what are you guys doing?
Owen's just gonna be sitting in the chair with the silver blade like laid across his lap. Is like one of his like knees is bouncing, and the clatter of the blade against his plate is just ringing through the house. He's just sitting there.
Okay. All right. Well, what about you, Rosario? Okay. So, about 3 hours goes by.
Wait. Sorry, I was muted again. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll use why is this not showing on my character sheet? I'm on Rosario. Find person. I want to find where that stupid white person is. Stupid white wolf is.
Okay. Yeah, you can cast the spell. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just go ahead and cast it so I can see the text.
Okay. No, this is from my ring. I just don't understand how. Anyway, so yeah.
Okay. So you cast the spell and you do not sense. So you know that she's not within 1,000 feet of you.
She's way off somewhere.
She's
That's-
further. Yeah, she's further than 1,000 feet from you.
Yeah.
Somewhere laughing in a cave.
Yeah, but 1,000 feet is quite a long range. So she's probably not. So it's not. She's not in the cave because that's closer to us than that. So she's gone somewhere else. The only question is where'd she go? Okay, I'm gonna tell Owen that she's gone. She's not anywhere within the area.
Do you see my dragging?
I'm still on the Abbey map.
Yeah. Oh, sorry,
No.
you guys. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. My bad. I dropped the ball.
What map are you on? Barovia?
I'm loading you guys. It's Kresk.
We don't have Krez.
Right, he's gonna
No, we don't.
load it up.
Owen would use his animated shield to kind of count the minutes. So he'll say the command word to have it kind of float around where his chair, and then like when it begins to dip and drop, he'll say the command word again. He's basically using it as a timer, and he's like counting the like literal minutes. he's a bit of a wreck right now.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so 1,000 feet is
To the edge of the woods,
Not that-
essentially.
yeah. So basically,
Oh, that's 1,000 feet, man. That's so tiny. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna bother casting that spell. Didn't realize how small 1,000 feet was. Okay, never mind. I'm not
Less than
gonna
a quarter of a mile.
cast that spell. Okay, so I take that back. I didn't realize how tiny that it was.
That's fine. Okay. So yeah, you guys the 3 hours. It's gonna be
It's nighttime.
okay. So at nighttime they've stopped their you don't hear the scuffling anymore. What do you guys want to do for the night, Owen and Rosario?
We'll take shifts. I'll sleep first. You sleep second. If we're exhausted, we can't make the mountain climb.
Yes.
Since
And
you
I only need 4 hours, and I'll be fine.
Okay, you sleep first then, and then I'll sleep after you.
Owen will nod. He'll go into his trance.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
pass out
So
from
you guys are
fighting for 3
taking
hours.
You guys are taking shift. Yeah.
Athletics check.
So Hella, Kiki, and Bard, give me 3 athletics checks.
I take it back. Hell is the second dog.
Second, almost done. Okay. Pecking order. I'm just going to tell you because it'll be easier this way. But the pecking order is Kiki. You are actually alpha of this little pack here. Even Dimitri is at the end of this night is going to be he's going to recognize superiority. And then Dimitri, then the Bard, then Hella. So this is a wolf hierarchy system. So the people who are on top are the bosses, and the people who are below have to follow the orders and instructions of the people on top. You guys are going to be submissive. Your characters will be submissive and be constantly looking to your superiors. So unfortunately, Hella, you're in bitch mode right now.
even with that 20?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So it's the total is what it is. I take the total of all 3.
Oh, okay.
Bow down, you fools. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, make me challenge
So
you.
this is so in the morning you guys are all going to be, that's the pecking order.
So is the white wolf lady still the head of the pecking order?
You don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out probably next session.
Oh.
Because that's where we're going to stop it.
Okay.
I guess
Doesn't solve any of
I
our
guess I did
immediate
good with
problems.
the check, huh?
What was that?
I just looked at my downtime. I was like, ooh, yay.
Yep.
Rain is coming
Did
down
we all
hard.
get downtime, or was it just me because I succeeded to not go feral? I guess I don't know.
Oh, it is torrential rains today. Look at that.
Oh no,
You guys,
it's flooded.
you guys are going down. That's
I
gonna
was,
be
like, why are the raindrops so big right now?
Yeah, it's the weather. It's torrential, so which I think is actually very befitting. I'll work that in. I think
Nice.
that's great. Strahd's pissed off. He wants to kill you
Good
with
luck.
Okay. Well, we'll pick up, but that's the pecking order, and I'll log it so we don't forget. We want to make sure that we remember that Hella's on bottom.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
Yeah, have a good
All right,
one.
later.
Nice.